Back to you.
Emuva kokuthi ke istatement lesike sesenzile ngomagama esebhale phansi ke ngabe wathi uma seqedile ke wakufundela lokhu akubhaliwe
ukucacisa kulokho istatement ngazenzela mina kodwa kangisenze ngesandla sasingathayiphiwe.
To explain to that, I reduced the statement to writing myself with my own handwriting, but it wasn't typed.
Okay. And your handwritten statement, once you were satisfied with the contents thereof, you then initialed all the pages and signed the signing page and had it commissioned by Commissioner of Oaths, correct?
Umusuqedile ke wa initial noma wa sign ke emuva kokuthi ke emuva kwaloko sasesikommissioner ke.
Yebo.
Yes.
And you are satisfied that the document
Yes. Uthe umukhuluma la inkantolo wathi kune statement owasibhala wena ngesandla sakho. But abameli lokho kushilo wena ngeviki elidlule.
My justice into bengikhuluma ngayo mangithi kunezinto ngibhale ngesandla kufana nakho ngalo statement esithayiphiwe ngiyabhala njengoba bengilungisa kulo ma mistake into engikhuluma ngazo mhlawumbe ngangibhala i-date mhlawumbe ngangibhale ku-newspaper or kwi-slip sasethilini or low notice engiyithole nje kune-information
esibambe kancane nje. What I was referring to, my lord, the witness is referring to this typed version where there are some corrections made on it. That I was referring where I would pick up that there is something, I would then correct that. Whether I was writing on a newspaper, I was writing on a receipt or a slip, but that is what I was referring to, my lord, when I said that I had wrote down. There are certain things that I wrote down. Yebo?
And my justice angaze ngenze i-statement koyi-1 until the 31st. That's why ukuthi might in a statement angisazosithatha. Akekho noyi-1 engamenze statement.
There's not a single person that I made a statement to except the statement that I made on the 31st. Hence then I'm surprised when he says that he's got a statement which I don't know where he or she took it from. But I've never made a statement except for the one of the 31st.
Right? Continuing this inquiry, do you know what is a statement?
Istatement uyazi ukuthi yini?
Yebo ngiyazi.
Yes, I do, my lord.
Do you know what is an affidavit?
Statement esifungelwe affidavit uyazi ukuthi yini?
Yebo ngiyazi.
Yes, I do, my lord.
Now, before the 31st of May this year, were you ever called by the investigating officer or any other police official or officer to make a statement regarding this issue? Make a statement.
Ngaphambi kwe-31 ekaMeyi kuwona lo nyaka ngaba ukhona yini iphoyisa noma ke umphenyi ke umseshi wecala elake lakubiza ngaphambi kwe-31st sikaMeyi la elathatha khona ke istatement kuwena mayela nalo.
back to you.
Emuva kokuthi ke istatement lesike sesenzile ngomagama esebhale phansi ke ngabe wathi uma seqedile ke wakufundela lokhu akubhaliwe
ukucacisa kulokho istatement ngazenzela mina kodwa kangisenze ngesandla sasingathayiphiwe.
To explain to that, I reduced the statement to writing myself with my own handwriting, but it wasn't typed.
You said you know perjury. The basis why I'm asking you what is perjury is because you've told this court that you've come to testify here as a police officer.
Ngikubuza ke lokho ngoba uyiphoyisa ushilo nokuthi uzofakaza la nanjengephoyisa.
So what is perjury?
Ngizofakaza njengephoyisa. Iphoyisa ngicanda umsebenzi wami.
I'm here to testify as a police officer. I think a police officer is my work.
Sir, you have introduced at the inception of your testimony, you were introduced as a warrant officer, as a constable, who's got 12 years in the service of the South African Police Services. So that's my point of departure.
Uma wethulwa ke lana nomuchazi wakhe uchathuna njengephoyisa elineminyaka ke 12 isebenza.
Ngiyavumelana nawe.
I agree with you.
Thank you. What is perjury? You said you know it. I was requested.
I understand.
I'm asking not to answer you. I don't understand it.
mhlawumbe ngiunderstand ngale ndlela bengizophendula ngayo.
Mhlambe?
Ngale ndlela bengizophendula ngayo.
Mhlambe, maybe I don't understand it. So in the manner in which I was going to answer you.
But you've just said to me, you know what perjury is. You can give me the answer that you would have explained on what perjury is.
Engiyicabangayo.
The one I'm thinking.
It's fine. You can tell me perjury is monkey, it's fine.
It's you.
When?
What is perjury?
When?
What is perjury?
Angiyazi.
I don't know.
We have just said you know what perjury is.
Move along and we don't see the sense of this cross-examination with the greatest of respect to my learned friend.
I don't know what was the basis of the objection, but it was the very same witness said knows what perjury is. And then the court said, well, maybe perjury could be something else. And then I was requested to give the basis why am I asking this question. And I'm saying the basis why I'm asking this question simply because he's a police officer. I'm not asking something out of the ordinary. I'm asking something that is well.
Here are the reasons why Constable Zungu, Constable Zungu should be arrested for perjury. You know what is perjury? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what is perjury? Now let me define for you what is perjury just on a dictionary perspective, not even on a constitutional perspective. This is a dictionary point of view. What is perjury? Now, according to Oxford Dictionary, perjury is an offense of willfully telling untruth or making a misrepresentation under oath. You know what I'm saying? Let me repeat this one. The offense of willfully telling an untruth or making a misrepresentation under oath. The question is, just looking at the Oxford Dictionary, I'm sure in the Constitution it will even go deeper, but the fundamental principle, even in the Constitution, the fundamental principle is that you are telling an untruth or you are willfully telling a lie under oath, and that alone warranties you to be arrested for that. You know what I'm saying? Now the question that you need to ask is, if as you are listening to Constable Zungu, has Constable Zungu not lied under oath? Yes, certainly he did. That's why this guy or advocate had to ask him, sir, do you understand what is perjury? Do you know what is perjury? Even when he's being asked such an important yet sensitive question, he's still joking. You know what I'm saying? He's still being playful about it. Do you understand what is perjury? It's a question that you need to ask, you need to answer truthfully and honestly, but because he does not understand the intent and the extent in which he has put himself under in an unnecessary trouble, no, he continue joking, continue making fun of things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm about to get into details about this, provided that you are interested. If you are interested, then please stick around. As you stick around, there's only one favor that I'm requesting from you guys, and that favor is that you subscribe, you like the video, and you do comment in the comment section below. Why do you need to do all of these nice things, good people? You need to do it because doing it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. So definitely, good people, the power here is in your hands. Please exercise that power in favor of this video. Guys, you need to watch this video until the end. Guys, you need to like the video, get it to 1,000 likes. Guys, you definitely need to share this video with more people. Guys, you desperately need to watch the ads, those people, till the end. You know what I'm saying? Guys, click the join button. You will become a member from as little as 20 Rand a month. Yay, guys. First of all, there are quite a number of things that you need to iron up when it comes to this guy, Zungu. Constable Sizwe Lier Zungu, he is a liar by profession. You know what I'm saying? He took an oath. As a police, he's supposed to represent nothing but the truth. As a police, we're supposed to trust him. Every single word that comes from his mouth is supposed to be truthful. But the question that I have to ask you here is, has he been truthful listening to what he has been saying? Look, the things that he has been saying whilst he was on the stand? The answer to that question is definitely sure. He has not been truthful in all of his answers. It has been, he has been shady and all the stuff. He has not been truthful. How do I know that he has not been truthful? Number one, did you write a statement, or in the statement that you wrote, Advocate Ramasepere is asking and leading him into that, when you were writing that and all the stuff, or he in fact, he even correct Advocate Ramasepere and say, wait, I wrote a statement and then I gave it to them and they took my statement and then turned it into a typed version. Right? So when we have to interrogate that further, then he changes and says, no. I wrote things on a receipt. There's a difference between these two. These are two worlds. You know what I'm saying? If I say I wrote a statement and I gave it to my PA and say to my PA, I want you to write this, formalize this for me, check the errors, the grammatical errors and all the stuff. It means that statement came from me. I wrote the statement. What my PA did was to fix grammatical errors. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That is what we were following. As far as this guy is concerned, that is what in the beginning he sounded exactly like that. And you are your own judge. You can listen to that video again. The guy said it with his own mouth that he wrote the statement, not some points, because now, if you go to point number 2, or if you go to the other side of the story, when he changes, he says, no, when I was referring to a statement, I was referring to the fact that, when I come across something, I will write it on either a newspaper or whatever. That is not a statement. Guys, we are not stupid. That is not a statement. And in order for me to prove to you what is a statement, I will even go to an Oxford dictionary. In an Oxford dictionary, I will ask the definition of a statement. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm telling you, if you check the definition of a statement, it's a complete different thing, guys. You know what I'm saying? Let me check for you. What are we looking at? The definition of a statement.
This is the definition of statement. A definite or clear expression of something in speech or writing.
Now listen to the definition of a statement according to Oxford Dictionary. It says a definite or clear expression of something in speech or writing. You know what I'm saying? A document setting out items or of debt, or that is a definition of a statement. But what is the definition of a point? Because it is very much important. Let me check for you the definition of a point, the word point. I'll show you. Don't worry. So a definition, a point is. Let me make an example. What I've just said now could be turned into a statement, right? You can translate this into a statement. But what's the point in the statement? The point is, Constable Zungu is a liar. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? So this guy, he's making us stupid, and he wants us to believe that when he remembers some points, he will note them in a newspaper or whatever, wherever. So if that's the case, This guy must have a lot of, let me give an example. This guy must have a lot of, newspapers and tea and receipts and all the stuff, because his points are there. He said, when I remembered, whatever I remember, I will write it in a newspaper or whatever. So he must have a lot of them. Say, for instance, today you remember that accused number 1 was wearing a green t-shirt. Then you write it on the receipt. You put that receipt in a safe place. The next day you remember that accused number 5 changed clothing from this color to this color. You write it somewhere. Do you see? Already you've got now 2 receipts, right? And then you remember the other day that, they went out at this time and then they came back at this time. You write it on a newspaper. So do you see what I'm trying to say? In that way, you can't use the first word and say, I wrote the statement, because it's a singular right there. You wrote a statement, combining all the things that you remembered into, you combined it into one statement. Then you took that statement, you went to that headquarters of the SAPS. It was then turned into what was drafted, and then that is what was given to court. Now that you are being interrogated into that, you are now resorting back to what you still consider it. I know it wasn't a statement, but it was just a receipt. Even then, we can interrogate then, and we can still find you lying. Like what I've just mentioned. If we resort to this thing of saying you wrote it into a receipt, we must find so many receipts so that we can combine all of your points. You must show us a lot of receipts and newspapers where you were writing that. You wouldn't have said a statement. I wrote it in a statement, a singular. This guy, come on, he's making us stupid. We're not that stupid. You know what I'm saying? We as the tribe, we're not stupid. You know what I'm saying? We as the tribe, we understand that we're not stupid. And we're not going to be made stupid broad daylight. We can see. Judge Rata, Makhotleng, if ever there's a testimony that needs to be disbelieved at all cost, it is the testimony of Constable Lier Zungu. That guy, no man, come on. We're not stupid. We're not kids here. We are old. We can see when there's a foul play here. And let me also put this categorically clear. Let me categorically state this. We are not under the impression that the people that are there are not have not committed criminal offense. No. We are not under such an impression. But we are saying, as far as the Senzo Meyiwa case is concerned, please release those men. They've got nothing to do with what the Senzo Meyiwa case is. Look, they've got nothing to do with the Meyiwa case. Number 2, if you guys are so, you want us to trust us with the last breath of ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We can. Where is the mastermind? Because clearly you're saying that you are doing so much investigation. So if you've done so much investigation that you were able to find Constable Zungu who could link all of these people together, where is the mastermind? You know what I'm saying? Where is the mastermind? In order for us to believe, indeed, that there was a deep investigation that was done into this thing, and thus accused number 1 up to 5 were brought to book, if that was the case, and if you are selling the narrative that these people, accused number 1 to 5, are hitmen like you are portraying them, and like Constable Zungu has portrayed them, okay, we say no problem, we will take that. But then, if these are hitmen, then who hired them? So then, look, we must therefore arrive at a point where we say, because there's nobody that hired them, then you can't say to me these are hitmen. You know what I'm saying? And number 2, the state has gotten to a point where it wants us to disbelieve what the Kumalos have been telling us about the fact that this was robbery gone wrong. the narrative of accused number 1 to 5 being the one that actually obliterated Senzo Meyiwa could have been sustained if the state went with this narrative that it was a robbery gone wrong. Because if it was a robbery gone wrong, then there's no mastermind. But the state decided to go with the narrative that it was a hit. Then if it was a hit, it means that if you have done so much investigation to find the people that carried the mission, who sent them to do the mission, we are actually going to arrive at a point where we are saying the state does not know how to investigate, because even today they don't know who is the mastermind in the Meyiwa case. Is that the place you want us to arrive at? I doubt it's the place that you all want us to arrive in. Then if you don't want us to arrive at the point where we distrust your investigation capacity, in fact, let me put this again categorically clear. Within the SAPS members, there are men and women in that uniform who really love their jobs. I've met them myself. I know, I speak from something that I know. I know it for a fact. There are people who love their job. There are people who are capable of investigation. So we will then arrive at this point that you are deliberately diverting us from the real point here. The real point is we want a mastermind. If you are saying accused number 1 up to 5 are the people that obliterated Senzo Meyiwa, then show us the mastermind. And also, once you get us the mastermind, he or she will then have to explain to us what was the intention of obliterating Senzo Meyiwa. What did he do to them that he then deserved to have been his life being taken by them? We want to know, you know what I'm saying? And now we do have an idea of what the mastermind could look like. We have an idea of what the mastermind will look like, but we'll deal with that in a separate video. Your state, the state itself has slowly but surely painted a picture of who the mastermind should look like, and we'll do that. Don't worry, we'll get into that one. We are not afraid to go into details. And the nice part here is, Tina, we're not arriving at the point where we disbelieve people for nothing. No, we arrive at the point where we disbelieve people on the basis of what comes out from their own mouth. They say things that makes us disbelieve whatever they are saying. You can't today. Same person you are telling us this, the next day, same person you are telling us that. No. We are okay here. We are okay. We are following this case. We are okay here. You know what I'm saying? You cannot change your statement like that. And we want to know. We want to know the answer. We want the answers here. We want to find out who did this, because there is an occurrence in the country where people just get obliterated and nobody get booked, as long as the person that has done that has not done it to a child of a politician. Nobody get booked. What happened to AKA? We're still waiting even today. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of cases that are pending. You know what I'm saying? So we can't take that. It's now bothering us that certain cases just go, they are not resolved. Is it because we lack equipment? I doubt so. I think we are being led by corrupt people. And I will state categorically clear, there are men and women in the police service who love their job. And I'm a friend of such people. I know they love their job. But I don't trust Zungu at all.
And somebody switched off the light. I saw Muzi giving Gwabeni 8.38 special firearm and Nkani giving Gwabeni a 9mm firearm. I asked them why are they having firearms on their hands, and asked them where they were coming from. No one responded. I then took the .38 special firearm from Gwabeni's hand and looked at it. I asked Gwabeni if it was not the same firearm which he said he threw away in the river after shooting Snarko with it. He said it was not the same firearm, but the firearm belonged to Nkani. I then
smelled it because I could now see that there was something suspicious inside here.
You smelled what?
In one of the firearm.
Which one?
Some letting us know.
ngabe sengifaka kimi ngabe sengiqala kubabuza ukuthi ngathatha i-38 kumbuzi ngayibheka.
Okay, I then placed it in my possession, and then I took the 38 special from Muzi and looked at it.
Yes, once again, accused number?
Number one.
Yes.
Yes.
ngendlela kwakwenzeke ngakhona ngathi lezi ibhamu babeyinikeza ugwane.
The manner in which I saw it, what was happening, that they were handing these firearms over to Kwabini.
ngabe sengimbuza ugwane ukuthi why ukhipha ibhamu yehostela futhi again.
I then asked Kwabini, why is it that you are issuing out or you are giving out firearms at the hostel again?
Wayiphatha izibhamu shothi why eba nesibhamu shothi 38 angimazi ukuthi silahlile.
Right. Okay. The witness is just correcting something, my lord. Why are you having firearms again? Because I was I knew. Let me say, I knew that the 38 was lost. Yeah.
Wabe sethi akusiyona le.
And then he said to me, "It's not that one."
But ngaqhubeka ngoba ngabona ukuthi vele kuna something engiyitholi kahle.
I then carried on because I could now pick up or see that something wasn't going well.
Yes, what made you suspicious?
Yini le eyakwenza ukuthi ube neyinsolo?
Mangikhumbula indlela abangena ngakhona beqonda eRomeni kaGwabini. Uma ngifika futhi lapha eRomeni baphethe ibhamu.
That you had these discussions with accused number one pertaining to this case.
Mhlambe umuntu njani?
Maybe someone
police or anyone or girlfriend or boy.
So you are a police officer. If somebody talks about criminality, you report it to the police. Who else do you report it to?
I was already reporting to the general.
Beseng reporter vele ku general.
Uyazizwa.
Are you listening to yourself?
Sir,
I'm sorry, Gosho Kanjalo. I withdraw
Sorry
that.
to say that I withdraw that.
let's maintain the quorum. Let's not stoop that low. Now I'm going to touch on paragraph 2 of your statement, in which you say that accused number 2 is your cousin. Is that still your assertion, correct?
Usasho namanje ukuthi umzala wakho noma cousin wakho umsola wesibili.
Ngicabanga ukuthi uma ngithi cousin ngoba uzalwa ngithi uzalo lakithi cousin wami.
When I say that it's my cousin because he is by birth, he is of my family.
Ngike ngachaza mhlambe ngathi uzalwa ugogo wami ongizalayo ugogo wakubo. Should mangithi ugogo wami uMantanzi yena ugogo wakhe makuthena kayena kokantanzi ngeke ngize ngikuphike lokho.
And also I did mention it that my grandmother is from the Ntanzi family, and if it is that he is disputing that he is from the Ntanzi family, then I wouldn't know.
He doesn't at all dispute that he's an Ntanzi, and in fact he does confirm that your father and his father are cousins.
Akaphiki ukuthi wakwantanzi kodwa akakushoyo ukuthi ubaba wakho kanye nobaba wakhe ke bawo cousin.
Your comment?
Uthini?
Ukuthi ubaba wami nobaba wakhe ama cousin.
Yes.
Nazi kanjalo na.
That's how I know it as well.
But however, that he does not know your father and he does not know the grandmother that you speak about because he was born in 1990, so the people are too old for him to know.
What does that mean?
Witness is laughing.
No, Mr. How does he know then that his father is his father's cousin?
I'm coming to that, my lord.
No. That makes sense for this court to understand.
Yes, I'm coming to that because he said after your testimony here, that's why he sent me to phone around That's when he was advised through me that the grandmother, he does not know. I learned that from his brother, that is Njabuseli Ntanzi, who will come and verify that in this court, and also Zolitini Ntanzi will say he does not know the grandmother.
Ilokho angifonela thi ke angiyobona laba bakibo wazwile kamagama wabizile laba kwaNtanzi bazoza bazosho ukuthi yena nanjengoba ehlezi lapha yana ke akamazi ugogo lo wena okhuluma ngayo.
Angazi noma mhlambe uyizwa ubaba uthe ubakhe nobaba wami akazi.
Okay, I don't know whether you heard yourself when you said that his father and my father are cousins, yebo?
So angazi ukuthi makuthi uyamazi ukuthi ugogo ufike ngonyaka ofile noma ngabe uyandlule mhlambe mina ngibeleke njani kuma ukuthi ugogo wafe ngamazi yena ngoba mncane.
Now that the grandmother passed away in a certain year, now what is it that I should now do when he says or alleges that the grandmother passed away when he was young?